Hey guys, I saw a video on YouTube, of course, and it was a girl, Andrea. I'm not sure of her last name. I will link her video down below because that's where I got the idea from. But it was her top 10 drugstore brands, the top product from those brands, if she could choose, those brands, her top product from them. Does that make sense? I don't know. Her top product from 10 drugstore brands. There we go. I said it. And so I thought, oh, I could do that for sure because I love drugstore. So I chose my favorite drugstore brands, and then I chose my top product from each of those brands. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's a little different. It's not a makeup video, so the format's a little bit different, so let me know if you like it or not. Just me sitting down talking about makeup. And yeah, we'll get started. The first brand I thought of was Colourpop, and I know that that's not technically drugstore, but you can get it in the drugstore section at Ulta, so that's why I considered it drugstore. And it's one of my most used affordable drugstore brands, so that's why I chose it. And I thought, what is the one thing that I use the most from here? And I love their eyeshadows. I absolutely utilize their eyeshadows all the time. But the thing that I love the most is what I have on my face today, the foundation I'm wearing. I love this foundation. Every time I wear it, I'm so pleased with it, how it looks. It just is absolutely gorgeous. The first time I utilized it, the first time I wore it, I wasn't feeling well. I was testing it out and I wasn't feeling well, and I was like, I'm gonna rush through this and hurry. So I didn't give it the, moment that it deserved. But since using it, I have totally fallen in love. So this is the Pretty Fresh foundation from Colourpop. This is by far my favorite thing from them. It's so lightweight. So this to me is kind of like a CC cream from them. It's not a CC cream, but it is kind of in my book. So I'm down to about right here on it. So for me and all the foundations I have, that's a pretty big deal, so I use it quite a bit. I'm in the shade Light 70W. I do have a self tan on today, and so I have bronze and things like that, but Light 70W is just my normal shade, like what I normally use. This is such a good foundation. It's so lightweight. It wears beautifully. I've never had a day when it didn't look beautiful on my skin. I do have oily skin. I do look a little bit shiny, but it's mostly my highlight today. Like, I'm not oily. It's not mostly, it is my highlight. So this, it's not like the best oil control foundation ever, but it does control it. If I use the right kind of primer, it doesn't make me more oily. So I do love this. I think it's one of the best in my collection, and definitely a go-to, and probably definitely absolutely my favorite Colourpop product. Then I went to Wet n Wild and I have a lot of Wet n Wild favorites. I love their Photo Focus foundation. That's one of my absolute favorite foundations at the drugstore too. It is a little bit heavier than the Colourpop, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And there's a lot of good things from Wet n Wild, so it was really hard to try to narrow it down. But this is actually kind of a new release from them that I have loved and used so much that I'm almost out. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Incognito Concealer. I love this. It's so good. It's full coverage. I have the shade Fair. I could actually go up a shade. This is a little bit light. Sorry. If my frame changed, I had to go answer the door. So this concealer is so good. It's so full coverage. I love it. I do need a lighter shade in it, but I just absolutely, I love the finish of it. I love that it doesn't make my under eyes look cakey. It's just a good concealer, okay? And it's so affordable. I don't know what the price is, but it is absolutely affordable. I know it's under $10, probably under $5, but it is just, it's amazing. And there is 5.5 mLs of product, so you're getting a pretty good amount of product, and it's really great. I love the little paddle wand. I don't need anything like too fancy with my concealer ones. I just need to get the job done. So I love this. I think it's great, and definitely my favorite product from Wet n Wild. Then I was thinking about Milani. I like a lot of things from Milani. They have a great highlighter that I love. What else? I love a lot of things from Milani, don't I? I tried their baked bronzer. I wasn't crazy about the color of it, but I think I just got the wrong color on that one. But yeah, Milani is a great brand. They have a lot of great things. And oh, I love their primer, that new Chill Out primer that I just got. I love that. But by far my most reached for product from Milani is the Silky Matte bronzer. And this is the shade Sunkist O2. I love this. It's so good. I use it all the time, and I know it looks like I don't because the imprint's still there, but I promise you, if you could see in person, there's like a dip into it. It smells so good. Oh, so good. But I love this. I love the shade. I think the shade is absolutely perfect for me. Like, it's just deep enough and buildable, you know, so I can absolutely use it, and it looks amazing. So one of my favorite bronzers in the whole world. One I definitely reach for a lot. This is just a great bronzer, one that I definitely recommend. The baked one, like I said, the color didn't work out for me. The formula is great, just the color didn't. So this still is the one I reach for the most. This is just, it has a silky smooth formula. It's really great, and just, I can't recommend this enough. And that's a matte bronzer, okay? That's a silky matte bronzer. And then I was thinking about Revlon, and I was like, what product do I reach for the most from Revlon? The Revlon Skin Lights bronzer. And I know it's two bronzers back to back, but I wanted to show you this one. I wanted to show you this one because I love this one so much. It's used quite a bit. I don't know if you can tell, but like, it's worn on the front. I love this. I love this stuff. This is the shade Sunlit Glow 110, and it is beautiful. Like, it's just, I don't have it on. I don't know why I'm looking. I'm losing my mind today, y'all. This is a beautiful, beautiful color. I love it so much. It does have that, like, you know, shimmer to it, so it's not a matte, like the, I don't know if you can see the shimmer, but I promise it's there. It's not a matte like the Milani one. So I wanted to, this is my favorite product from Revlon, so I didn't want to tell you something that wasn't, even though it was bronzer from both. I'm a bronzer girl. I like bronzer. But this is really good. The Revlon Skin Lights bronzer, prismatic bronzer in the shade Sunlit Glow. That's definitely my favorite from Revlon. I'm sorry if my brain is scattered today and I don't feel like I'm focused. I'm trying to keep myself occupied. I've been in school, you know, I've told you guys that. I've been in school for a while now, and I finished my school, finished my classes, and I made an A. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so, you know, pat on the back. No, just kidding. But I am proud of myself for doing that because I had a lot of, you know, challenges come up this last year. So I'm proud that I finished, but now I have to take my certification test. I'm really nervous. I'm getting very nervous. Like, I could cry right now. I'm so nervous. So I'm sorry if I'm scattered. I'm trying to keep myself occupied, because if I sit around and I think about it too much, I'm just gonna, like, so we are getting ready to leave here in a little bit because it's not that far away, but it's far enough away that I have to be there early enough in the morning that I don't want to get up super early and be exhausted, and it's a long test, and I want to be focused. So we're gonna go spend the night closer, so that I don't have to drive as far in the morning. So I just, yeah, I'm ready to get it over with more than anything, but I'm very nervous about it. It is what it is at this point. Like, I should be studying, I'm sure, probably, but if I don't know it by now, I'm probably not gonna know it. So it is what it is. And I know everybody's like, you did so well in your class, you'll be fine. Okay, that's fair, I get it, but the problem I have is the time on the test is like five and a half hours, give or take, and you have to manage your time well, because it can be time consuming to code medical records. It can be completely time consuming. So very nervous. So, sorry. Got off on a tangent, but I just wanted you to know why I was a little distracted. Moving on. Flower Beauty is a brand I have dabbled into a little bit. I don't have a lot from Flower Beauty, honestly. I would like to get more, but out of the things I do have, this is my most used product. This is the Flowerpots Blush. It is a powder blush. It's a satin finish, and this is the shade, where's the shade? Sweet Pea. So it's a very beautiful color. It's a very unique color to my collection too. I have a lot of peachy pinks, you know, but this is more of a mauve-y, like purpley mauve. It's so gorgeous. I love this shade. It's just a very soft formula, and I love it. It's one of my favorite blush formulas, and one just overall out of my collection that I reach for quite a bit. So I would totally recommend this one. I would like to get the shade Spiced Petal, I think, because I have a lipstick in that shade and it's really beautiful, so I think the blush would be just as beautiful. But yeah, I love that it has like that imprint of the flower in it, but I have used it a lot and I love this. I love it a lot. So BH Cosmetics, that's another brand I don't use a whole lot of, but what I have used I've really liked. I have one of their highlighter palettes I really like, but one thing that I go for time and time again from their brand is this eyeshadow palette. I love this. I bought this when I went on vacation last year with my husband. We went on our like annual anniversary vacation, and I purchased this, and this is just like a beautiful, this is like a summer and a transition into fall palette. It's perfect. It's called Chillin in Chicago, but it has some beautiful warm tones in here. But like I said, you can make it a summer palette and then you can transition into the fall with it. I wear it year round, so I don't have a problem wearing it any time of the year. But it's such a beautiful palette. I think it's around $16. But it's so gorgeous. There's so many beautiful shades. I love this like orangey shade here. It's really beautiful. It's called Jazzy. There are just some really, really good shades. But this is totally up my alley. I love it. It's what I go for the most from BH. And I would love to try more from the brand, but this so far has been my favorite. Thinking about Maybelline, one of the brands everybody talks about, right? And one of the staple brands, I think, from the drugstore for sure. And I think that this probably is a lot of people's favorite from Maybelline, so I'm not alone in this category. But this is the lifter gloss from Maybelline. I love this stuff. It is so good. I need more shades. This is the moon shade. Every time I go, I think, you know, I look at the makeup, of course, because who am I, you know? I look at makeup, and I forget to look and get another shade of this, but I so need another shade. This is just a beautiful, beautiful shade too, though. Again, it's the shade Moon. It's a really great dupe for the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fussy. And I did put a little of this on my lips, but it's just very, it's a comfortable formula. It smells really good. I prefer this smell over the Fenty, believe it or not. But yeah, I love it. And it has like this large doe foot applicator too, which is really nice. I'm gonna put a little extra on. Life is better with lip gloss. Gotta remember that. I'm gonna have to take some lip gloss into my tests with me. Life is better with lip gloss, right? That's right. Okay. But yes, I love this. It's so good. And if you haven't tried it, what are you waiting for? It's really that good. But yeah, there is another shade, and I can't think of the name. I'm thinking it's like amber, but I could be wrong. But it's a really beautiful shade that I would love to try. But this is by far my favorite product from Maybelline at the moment. Anybody want to guess what my favorite product from Essence is? Take a moment. Just chill out a minute and take a moment. I won't leave you in suspense any longer. This is my Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. I love this stuff. I use it all the time. It is so good. This is probably my favorite mascara in my whole collection, if I'm going to be honest with you. It just is that good. It's one of my favorites for a reason. Like, it's easy to put on. You know, sometimes mascara can really take it can really take some time to put on, but it just has like a simple regular brush to put on to apply. But it's really easy to apply. Like, it just goes on, separates my lashes and pushes it out, And this is one of the best drugstore mascaras you will ever find. Trust me on that. If you do not try this, you're missing out on life. Because this is so good. It really truly is. So get the green tube of Essence mascara and get it today. Don't wait, get it today. But I also really love this one from Essence, so just in the same kind of category here. We'll go ahead and talk about this. This is the Essence Lashes of the Day. I cannot find this anywhere to like link it when I do videos with it, so that's why I don't use it in videos anymore, and I'm almost out of it actually. However, I had to go to CVS and get some highlighters for my test today, and I had to browse through the makeup section, and I did see some of this at CVS in the store. So even though it's not online, you might be able to find it in your local CVS. This is another good mascara. These two, I've tried a couple different ones from Essence, and these two are by far my favorite. This one, #1, hands down, but this is a very close second. So it's the Lashes of the Day Super Volume Mascara. So either one of these, you cannot go wrong from Essence. Any of their mascaras are really good that I've tried, but these are my top 2 favorites. NYX. Anybody guess what NYX product I love? Go ahead, take your time. NYX Lift and Snatch. This is what makes my eyebrows. Like, I purchased the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I purchased one of the Urban Decay brow blades because I was like, of course I'm going to use this. You know, I love this. And I've still reached for my NYX Lift and Snatch. This is how much I love it. It's just, I love the brush on it. It's just a good brush tip. I love the color of this one too more. Maybe if I had a better color on my Urban Decay one, I would probably reach for it. I am using the color or the shade Taupe on this one. But yeah, my NYX Lift and Snatch is by far my favorite NYX product. And I have a lot of good NYX products, but this is really good. And I've not tried a bad brow product from them, but their micro brow pencil is amazing as well. But this is by far, like, if I could only choose one or the other, this would be it. So that's why I chose this one. And finally, e.l.f. Anybody want to guess what my favorite product from e.l.f. is? If you don't know this one, you're not truly my friend. I'm just kidding. The e.l.f. Seriously Satin Lipstick and Cream. This, I love this. I'm like halfway through this, okay? I thought, well, maybe they didn't make it very big, and that's why I think that I've used this, like, used a lot of this. But no. I've used quite a bit. Quite a bit. Some people roll it up that much to put it on their lips, and I'm afraid they're gonna break it. But yeah, like, I am gonna need another one very soon. I love this. I use it to kind of lighten my lips when I put on a deeper color. I did put a tiny bit in the center only because I didn't do it earlier today, but I had worn my lipstick throughout the day, and when I got down here to sit in front of a camera, I forgot to touch my lipstick up, so I put a little bit on the, and then I used the Maybelline Gloss too. But this is such a beautiful color. Like, this, I mean, it's that perfect pinky, peachy nude shade. Like, there's just no better. I have not found a better shade. And someone asked me the other day if I like this or Mary Kay better, and I 10 to 1 prefer this one. And I know that that's probably awful because I'm trying to sell Mary Kay, but I wouldn't push something on you that I wouldn't tell you a lie. And that's the truth. I would use this over my Mary Kay lipstick because I like the shade of this. I like the formula of this better. It's very creamy. It's very emollient on the lips, but yet it stays, and it's that beautiful color that I searched for. So there's not really a color from Mary Kay that truly compares to this. I mean, it's so dirty. The tube is so dirty. But there's not really a shade from Mary Kay that compares to this one. It's kind of a very unique formula. Maybe there is one out there, I don't know, but I mean, this is so cheap. You don't really need a dupe or anything for it. So I think it's like $3. So $3. I'm gonna have to replace it very soon. But those are my top products from my top 10 favorite drugstore brands. I think I said that correctly. I think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little something different, throwing in a little something new. That way you're not always watching me put makeup on, although those videos will start coming. They will continue to come. I just wanted to do something a little bit different so that it's not the same monotonous thing day after day. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did. Comment down below. Tell me what your favorite things are from these brands. From other brands I didn't mention, there are other drugstore brands that I love as well. These are just the ones that I use and reach for the most. And of course I use other things from these brands as well. These are just the ones that I reach for the absolute most, my most favorite. So definitely leave me a comment. Let me know what you think and what you use the most from each of these brands for sure. And also, again, like I said, any brands that I did not mention, please just comment. Let me know what you're using from them as well, because maybe there's something I'm not using that I need to be, and I can pick it up. So like, I need more makeup, right? But you know, whatever. If you like my shirt, check out Magliona's Boutique. That's my new boutique. It is a beautiful geo shirt. Geometric design shirt. It has this like design around the collar, and then on the sleeves it has it comes up to the bust, and then it has this color on the bottom. I'm trying not to stretch back too far and not to stand up because it looks weird when I do. So yeah, check us out. I'll link the shirt down below. I'll link the website down below, so definitely check us out. I would be so grateful if you would. I am so proud of it. I'm so proud of all of the selections that we offer. I feel like we have a really diverse group of clothing for a different sizing, and I'm working on extending the plus size line, so that'll be coming hopefully very soon. I'm very excited for that. Find us on Instagram, Magliona's Boutique, at Magliona's Boutique, and on Facebook we have a business page called Magliona's Boutique. It's MAGLEONA' Boutique. So I would be so grateful if you would follow us. We might have something that you absolutely love, and I would be so happy to supply that need. So thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful day. I appreciate you guys so very much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.